Oh, I should go to my headset. One more.
What is that, an Alpine mug? Or is that just a regular mug?
It is a food camp mug, and it's got a, but it is Alpine. It's got the carabinier on it.
Cool.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it right now. That's pretty awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
So food camp is O'Reilly Publishing. I did not go. A friend who works there gave it to me. Generally, you have to be an internet billionaire to get invited. It is an outdoor camp for a week where internet billionaires and other luminaries, writers and authors schmooze just north of San Francisco.
Oh, that's the other thing I could do. Copy link to share. Today is the 16th.
Okay, let's do an audio check. Is that better?
Oh, that's good. I still love your rock star get-up. Is this a thing? Are we all supposed to do a thing?
Yeah.
It was the only thing that I came up with that was supposed to be fun.
That's nice. That is really rocking awesome. Team.
Is it just a hat? Is that all we need?
Actually, I rated some of my stuff. My wife, this blue thing is a scarf thing, and this is supposed to be a headband. I think I'm supposed to sweat when I'm wearing it.
Nice. Maybe Google's finally caught on. It's like, you guys are using this.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh no, we have to have. Are we doing hats?
Hat, but we make something work. Okay.
Hold on, I'm like outside.
Even better. We wish we were outside, but I'm not.
Oh no, it's not nice outside.
Yeah, it's cold. Well, at least we have sun over here on this side of the
I have to find a
mountains.
hat that would fit over my curlers.
Hold on, I gotta get my hat.
It sounds
well,
good.
I do have a hat on, but it's not the hat that I was going to wear.
This isn't the hat you're looking for?
No. Hold on. And
Sounds
you're on
good.
my husband's phone, so kind of not understanding that either.
Yeah, how did that work? I sent it to your email. Also sent one to Chris, and I emailed out the team a link as well. Seems like Google's. We are about 7 minutes late, but that's okay. We shall just kick this right off. It is...
I'm doing a sound check.
Okay.
Sound, how's the sound?
Lauren, I
Pretty good.
can hear you. That's between that's from Michael and I, so it looks pretty good.
All right, so here's my hat.
Fargo hat. Cool.
Very Fargo.
All right, everybody. It is being recorded, and it is Thursday, March 16, 2017. This is William Newing. I'm the product owner at Linwood, Washington, WIKISPEED shop. Last week, we got to complete quite a bit on the red NSX. We are just about closer to installing all the hard lines. We had to remove the battery tray. There were some blocks and other parts of the car that was blocked, so we had to replace that, which is one of the hard lines that was broken. They had a leak. We tried to patch it. It got worse procedurally from there. We fortunately were able to find something online and order it. One of the volunteers wants to take it to another person to have them braze it, to weld it together. Sure, but I figured we can do both ways. If it works, awesome. If we have another one coming in and that will work, even better. This week, we're looking to try to finish, actually, the NSX. Looks pretty good. There are some other OEM parts we're going to put back on it. What else? And I think we're also on the website side cleaning up some more of the items to see if we can facilitate that faster. For what we are doing, I think we are behind in some of our buffer, Kaizen, and our rest of our projects. So I'm going to go and default say we're not going to go with the Radical Urban Transportation Salon. I mean, it's a great opportunity. It is. It's just not in our scope, or at least for here. So I'll send out a message sometime between now and next stand-up and thank them for the opportunity, and just we have to decline it, unfortunately. Let's see, Tuesday we also went, Gunnar and I, took a West meetup. It was great. He was probably the well-dressed youngest person there. he got to schmooze, got to practice his 60-second speech. He's en route here. He finished up his exams, and he's, I think, working through to get his rest of his finals ready and start attacking those. He's actually scrumming that, so I'm curious to know how he's doing that, in what aspects, and also what blocks that he may have. Let's see, what else? Any other blocks I foresee? Probably just cleaning. There's just tools everywhere, and there's some liquids in some places, so we'll need to clean up the shop. That's just regular stuff. And also the outside of the shop itself, since spring is coming, it'd be a really hard to trim a lot of the trees that are now growing into the building. We've also experienced some flooding around parts of the shop area as well, so it's a great idea now to start diagnosing and take care of that before it gets to another season where we cannot. And that's it for me. Who would like to go next?
This is Lauren on Gabriel Island, British Columbia, and I'll be short. Mostly I've just had blocks this week, but they're longer term. The block is an opportunity. I got a workshop. Didn't know what to do, and now somebody's renting it for a good price. So I got more income long term, which will free me up. And in the coming week, I am going to be traveling and just warming up. And so I don't know if I'll get on next week. I don't anticipate getting a lot done in the next week. Unfortunately, I was hoping not. Yeah, so blocks. I already talked. Yeah, most of that. What I have is blocks. I suddenly had to prepare and clear out my workshop for a tenant, and that's it for me.
Thank you, Lauren, and congrats. Mayor Michael, I believe you had your hand up. Would you like to go next?
There, I had to unmute me. So I pretty much just thought you guys would be more fun than Netflix tonight. I haven't achieved a lot. I did get on Trello and take a look at a couple things and make comments, starting to add some cards, and I looked at some tickets to come back for the training in May. I'd just like to chat with William about what would be most effective in terms of the length of my stay and help you guys out there the most. That's about it. You guys are cooler than Netflix.
Thank you, Mary Michael. Any blocks? It sounds like there isn't.
That's that some health issues are coming up, so that just means a lot of self-care is what's required now. And we'll see if we can't nip this in the bud, and so that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Mary Michael. And who would like to go next?
I guess that leaves me, Michael Wolchuk, Saskatoon. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of you people that don't stay on daylight savings time all year, daylight savings time. I'm always on daylight savings time. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of weird because our schedules change and yours don't. This week, I got a couple of things researched on the finite element analysis, but I wouldn't exactly call it progress. I didn't make any progress on the CAD, so no new electrical drawings to look at, and I haven't gotten any comments back on the motors. What else is I trying to do? Oh, the summary of where we are and various stuff for, what's his name? Connor?
Gunner?
No, on the news group. I guess I will look up his name and put it in the notes. He said he was Bruce Connor, maybe? He was away from WIKISPEED for quite a while and was trying to get back up to speed.
Bruce Connor.
Bruce Connor, there we go. Trying to do a little bit of research and find out why some of the stuff we did was done, and I can't find it in the Google group. So I am asking that if you know, please post why. The suspension going to the blocks from the actual shock absorbers and the coils, I wasn't able to answer his questions. For next week, I am hoping to get the optical CAD, get a drawing done and posted, and it would be nice if I got a couple of comments on the Spark, and I could get that posted as well. I don't have any blocks, and that's about it for me.
Thank you, Michael. Was the Sparks sent out to us as well? The Team WIKISPEED Gmail?
I think I sent out a link. I think I put it onto a Trello card, actually.
Okay. I don't believe I have the notification. Okay, please do.
I'll send it out again.
Okay, because I did not see it, and maybe I just missed it out of my emails. Most of it gets actually not funneled, but what's that called? Allocated
Filtered?
to a folder. Yeah, thank you. Filtered into a folder that I set up, so it should be in there, but I'll check again.
Would it make more sense, instead of sending a link to Trello, to just send out the draft copy?
Sure. That'd be
Okay,
great.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you, Michael. That leaves you. Yeah, you're muted. Yes, we like your Seahawk hat. It really matches, this one. You're still muted.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's on my phone. But yeah, got my Seahawks hat on. Love the hat thing. So I've been a bit blocked this week because I'm going to be taking a new job at Microsoft next Tuesday. So
Congratulations.
I'll be back in
You can't hear
Western Washington.
Congratulations.
So I've been kind of busy doing all that kind of stuff.
Are you moving back to Western Washington then?
I am going to be moving back. Yeah, I'll be. My start date is March 29th, and I'm going to be moving back into West Seattle on March 23rd. So.
Well, that'll be a nice commute, West Seattle.
So what department are you going to be with?
I'm going to be with MSN Games.
Nice.
So, do you like to play solitaire and mahjong? And
Yes. You should look up my brother John Justice and say hi. I'm not sure which team he's heading now, but you should make that connection.
Okay, definitely will. So that's where I've been blocked, is because I've been resigning from my current position, and William kind of knows about that current position, and going into my new position. So
Hope they practice a good amount of Agile, or you'll bring it to them.
I know, and that's the other big giant thing is that I'm very excited about, is that they don't have Agile right now, and they aren't doing Scrum at all, and so that's
Really?
something that they want me to bring to them. So, yeah. So I think I'm gonna be picking Joe's brain a whole bunch about bringing on to this new team, like exactly how to start doing, because they've been in waterfall forever. So bringing in Agile and everything. So
Good luck.
I'm scared.
Oh, it'll be fun.
This sounds like a very steep learning curve that everybody's about to embark on.
I know, exactly. So, well, and that's kind of one thing I want to ask too, is like, can I go ahead and like bug you guys like the aft, if we can, 'cause I'm going to need some help because they want me to like bring on Agile and Scrum and everything. So
Sounds
if
good.
I can like, represent this team and
Have them read the Agile Manifesto. Start from there, and then the Scrum Guide. Start from there.
no, I'm bringing that with me. I have it sitting right next to me right now. So.
Awesome. If none of that
And
sounds
have
good to
them
them,
all come to the Scrum class in May. if the whole team comes, they'll get it all, and they'll have hands-on experience. They'll know how it's supposed to work.
I have my thing right here.
So how many are in your team?
So there's 4 of us.
Good size.
Or
Yep,
is
have
it,
them sign up. Joe will teach them. You guys will all practice and play. It'll be so much fun.
I hope so. That's a big thing that I'm looking forward to. Is actually like being able to do like what Joe's taught me and everything. So, and I'm bringing my aggressive scrum book.
Excellent.
Here.
The class I took in Bellevue, Scrum, the 3-day class, the people who came, the only ones who were kind of happy were the ones who had buy-in and kind of from the get-go support from the highest levels of the, so make sure the CEO is on board totally.
Well, and that's the scary thing is that I'm going to be the right-hand girl to the project manager who is just completely overwhelmed right now. So that's why I got hired was he's completely overwhelmed right now because he's got all these different teams and everything. And so brought him my aggressive scrum and yeah, I'm going to try and implement it.
Awesome. Scrum Master it up.
Scary.
Congratulations again.
It's scary.
It is. Change is scary.
Potential.
Yeah.
Exciting. All right.
Okay.
And I'll wear my hat.
Yes. If they'll allow you, then do so. Please do. Shall we move on?
That's my roadblock. I'm really sorry to like be all blah 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 and stuff, but it's been a week.
It will be, especially the moving.
Well, and you said that you would buy me some drinks, so I'm counting on that.
Sounds good. So was that going to be before or after you move in?
During. How about that?
During? Even better. When you need the break, let me know.
Oh, I'll need a break. I think so.
Okay. Let us move on
sorry.
to retrospective then.
I totally hogged on.
It's all good.
Retrospective, I'm going to, once I get into my new position and everything, I will be moving more back into WIKISPEED and working with Chris and you because we did do, I'm looking at my email right now. So we're going to get into the backlog. So once I get moved in and settled and everything, back into WIKISPEED.
Oh, Lee. Ooh, that back feed or feedback. I'll start us. I'll kick us off on the retrospective. For myself, you know what? I'm gonna rate the team first. I like to rate the team an 8. I think we did pretty good. We've slowed down a bit. I think we're maybe just in the seasons shifting. I know personally, I myself have slowed down as well. I think it's probably just needing cleaning and some allocation to either put away the tools and make sure tools are put away well, or at least bring in one thing that I'm doing every session or day to better place the stuff that should be back into place. Because I noticed that I'm getting complacent or either lazy, like, oh, I could just do it tomorrow. Like, no, it all just adds up. It's like piling everything back and procrastination. So that would be my process improvement. After I give myself a 6, maybe a 6.5.
Do you need a crazy product owner to come in and like change your complacency?
No, because I'm looking for sustainability. And I mean,
I'm just teasing you.
Nathan has come in also a few times where he's just plowing through, or other volunteers as well have just gone through a lot of work and kept pushing through, which is great. But then what happens is things don't get put away, or we work so hard we didn't take breaks and tired, so there's no sustainable pace to it. And that's not what I'm looking for. I think for our shop, we do need to take some check-ins on some of the other items that we have set out to do, and need to put that into our buffer. Because if it's just the stuff and the tasks that we're doing all the time, we're doing great. But I think it also creates a lot of backlog and problems for other aspects later on for the whole shop. So my process improvement is to recommend we at least bring in one buffer item and start attacking that and get that completed. If there's a block, bring that up to a next priority for the next sprint, because that seems huge. We shouldn't be able to have a buffer, or we shouldn't have a buffer that's blocked normally. That's something that's normal, that's usual that we do, such as replying to emails or scheduling or planning. So that is my retrospect. Who would like to go next?
Can I ask a question?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering about if the retrospective should be about me in general or about me strict with WIKISPEED.
So the retrospective, to answer your question, is, let me see here if I have it. I believe I do. It's rate yourself from 1 to 10. What you think about your role in your position, and then rate the team from 1 to 10. What you think how the team did, and then a process improvement that you can recommend.
Okay, so it is in terms of my position with the team. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And well, Michael, go ahead.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah, you're already there.
Okay. So in terms of the team, I'll give myself a 2, only because I haven't done much. What I've done, I think I did just fine, but I haven't done much in the last week. In terms of the team, difficult to say because I'm only just hearing the retrospectives and hearing the stand-ups. I guess my guess is for team, I'm going to give you guys about a 7. Sounds like we all have spring fever, and I think it makes sense. Honor that we're not always 10s. Sometimes we get to have spring fever, and that's good. In terms of a process improvement, again, I don't really have one for this time. I know for me, there's going to be some self-care, and there's going to be putting all of that into Trello so that I gain points for doing the things that are necessary to get to the place that I want to be. But that's on my own personal board. So.
Okay, thank you very much, Mary Michael. Who would like to go next? Lauren, I believe it's you.
And I'm giving myself a 3. 1 for coming to the meeting. 2 for the long-term improvement, potential improvement in income. And 3 for taking healthy breaks. So in spite of the fact that there was a lot going on and a whole lot of blocks, I dialed and exercising and keeping myself reasonably innocent, what I really call it, because if I don't exercise and sleep enough, I don't make good decisions. And the process improvement, there's something I wanted. Joe has made a suggestion about. I'm going to try and follow it up myself, which is I wanted to do a thing of wiring together solar cells, and he said, check out what Solar City's doing. And I've got some resources. There's some people here who are really up on things. So anyway, that's and I don't know exactly how that fits in, but I'm thinking of a kind of another micro factory product. Could be solar, something, or especially as we get cars that need charging. So that's my process improvement, and that's it.
Thank you, Lauren. Who would like to go next on the retrospective?
Well, Joe's here now.
It's true, and we'll get double his retro and stand-up, I believe, when we get to him. I think you and Michael both still need to have your retros, and then Gunnar also arrived as well.
Well, I can go.
Thank you, Michael. Michael, you there? Michael, you there? I'm not hearing anything, though. You're not muted. Can anybody else hear Michael?
You can see him.
We just heard you. Or at least I'm not making myself a liar, I hope. We just heard you. Okay, well, Michael gets us back. Lee, would you like to go, please?
So I'd probably give myself another 2 because, like I said, with everything that's going on personally and everything with the whole movie and stuff. So I really look forward to you and Chris working with me earlier this week to get the WIKISPEED spec. So once I get all situated, I think it'll be good.
Looking forward to it.
And like I said, you and Joe have to take me out for margaritas or something like that when I come back to town.
Margaritas is good. You might have to send you the Uber or a train back over. Oh, unless
What's
you're
that?
staying here, that'd be better. So, hopefully you're staying here so you could just lift it or Uber it home or taxi it as opposed to
There we go.
taking a train.
Oh, I don't want to think about it. No, I'm going to be probably busing it, so.
Do you have a process improvement? You don't have to have one.
Not right now. I don't. That's why I'm
Okay.
giving myself a 2.
That's okay. You showed up and you're giving us feedback and you're pushing forward. That's at least 2.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
trying. And yeah, once everything gets settled, I'll be so on board that I'll be a 9.
Ooh, okay. I love it.
Life never really gets settled, though. I mean, right? I mean, that's like the infinite wish. But we do the coolest we can with whatever we have that we. It's good to see you no matter what.
Well, it's going to be an interesting 2 weeks coming up, and I'll probably be seeing you again, Joe. So.
Michael, are you back?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Please give us your
Okay, you can.
retro. Go.
Okay, retrospective. I'm going to give myself a 6. I set low goals and I underachieved. And I'm going to give the team a 9 because there's always room for improvement. And I do not have a retrospective, so hopefully you heard that before this silly network cuts out again. That's it for me.
Thank you, Michael. Gunnar, you are here. Would you
Hi.
like to give your your retrospective?
Okay, no stand-up?
Stand-up's already done.
Oh, that's right. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Retrospective. Okay, so for this week, I'd give myself, I would say, a 6. And the reason why is because I feel like I could be doing more. However, next week is my finals week, so I've been putting a lot of my focus and attention on that. However, I do feel like I have been putting in a good amount of work here, and especially like since what we've done this week too. You know, like when we went to the New Tech conference, that was pretty cool. And I mean, like looking back, we've been averaging like 230 once a week, so I feel like we've been doing pretty well, and that's why I think I'll give the overall team 9. No,
Okay.
I feel like, yeah. As a process improvement, though, recently I haven't been getting much sleep lately because I've just been putting a lot of time into my studies. However, after next week, I feel like things will be back on track in a more positive direction.
You're going to go with a Steve Aoki. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
As Joe yawns.
Yeah.
I feel ya.
If you're not sleeping, you can't rate yourself low because you can't improve if you're not sleeping. So,
That's
you know,
true.
let's get real, Gunnar. You're rocking it.
I hope I am. But thank you. I appreciate
So
the.
sleep more. That's
the-
good.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll try. I still have a lot of work to do.
Yes, it's true. Scrum it as best you can.
Oh yeah, I am.
Good, good. Well, thank you, Gunnar. I believe that leaves us to Joe, our fearless founder.
Well, great to be in touch. To the WIKISPEED demo link on my end. Usually I get it days in advance. For some reason I couldn't find it. I did get it partway through stand-up. Glad I got to at least see this part. Pleasure and a half. So in terms of retrospective, in my role as either product owner or Scrum Master or development team member, it's development team member this week, and I feel really good about it. I'd say a 10. As a development team member, I feel I have priorities that my product owner is making available, and I think I've got team members who do their best to play Scrum Master and help keep obstacles out of my way before I even get to them. So, loving that. I think it's the most clear data that we had since shortly after the X Prize, maybe since we were working with Michigan Shop with Brian Ford, and that's when we had a full-time team, right? We have maybe data that is as good as that again for the first time ever since then. So I was able to create, and it was emailed to the team, proposal to Tim Meyer with real data. Now, it doesn't mean it's perfect, but I couldn't have done that a month ago. And it said, here's the running velocity, here are real reference stories. What would you actually like us to do now that we really have an idea of what we can do, which is how it's supposed to work, and we could do it. So that's such a breakthrough development compared to what we have had, because for a number of constraints, right? But it's gotten that much more excellent that I'd say a 10. And what would make me that happy again next sprint is if I received a burn down chart to anything. So it would say, here's a trend to when anything is going to happen. Any of the projects happening, it almost doesn't matter which one. It's just, it shows that we're able to make evidence-based predictions actually likely happen based on the current velocity. So in any of the charts, that would make me super duper silly happy. Incremental wins, we'll get there, but it looks like the data's there to do that. And who knows, maybe I'll create that burnout. Someone in the team, and send it to everybody. That would make me just oodles of happy. And we could then post that on our Facebook and stuff like that, say, here's stuff we can do.
Remember the Excel sheet?
That's what I've got. We'd like to next.
Is there anyone that has not? Please do so now. I believe that concludes our retrospectives then. Let me pause the recording.